busy. I've moved these chests a little bit, got that finished. I put a couple of more of these little lighting structures, things, whatever you want to call them, in the other two corners here, because I think it kind of balances out the room a little bit. Got my furnaces moved over here out of the middle of the room at least, and that helps. And this, I guess, pretty much looks the same. And this structure is, well, I won't say it's finished. Oh, by the way, I decided to go with the glowstone instead of torches in those spots and on the other side. This thing isn't even close to finished, actually. There's a whole bunch more to do, but we have a milestone upon us. 1.6 is due to be released in a few days, on July 1st. It's the, let's see, 28th of June right now. And so, I'm thinking it's time to grab a few things and take a run back to the main base. Let's see what we got upstairs here, because I want to do a little bit of preparation before moving to 1.6. I am going to move to 1.6, and I will be in it before this episode is over, actually. But I did want to kind of prepare a little bit first. To be perfectly honest, some recipes changed in 1.6. The golden apple and the blistering melon recipes that I can think of right off the top of my head have both changed. Golden apple will now require, let's see, 8 ingots of gold, and the blistering melon will require 8 nuggets, as opposed to what it does right now in 1.5.2. Both of those things can be made much less expensively than in 1.5.2. So I propose to simply take advantage of that knowledge. Alright, cat, you can come along, and we'll bring the dog along. And by the way, I will go ahead and call the cat Pixel. Just simply because that's what it is, pixels. So, it's now time to take a run over to the main base and get a little bit of 1.6 preparation in gear. And I will go ahead and make that run over there, and I'll see you there. Alright, I've arrived. Well, we have arrived. And let's see. First thing I want to do is go through here and find all of the apples that I may have around here anywhere. I don't think there's any in here, but I'm going to need this gold. Let's see. Nah, there aren't going to be any apples in here. I'm going to need some melon, too. A couple of more apples. Alright, let's have a look down at the tree farm down below. Pretty sure there's some down there. Let's see if there's anything in here. Some more nuggets. A few more apples. Some more gold. Alright, let's have a look at the tree farm. $23 more apples. Good. I'm not going to farm any more up right now because that takes a very long time waiting for all those things to despawn. Breaking them manually just is annoying. Alright, let's see. Yeah, alright. That cooked up. We'll start out. We will make golden apples. And I mean, I realize it's not exactly like I use a whole lot of golden apples because, frankly, I'm not sure if I've ever used golden apples in this world. But still, I want to have them available, even if I don't use them. So, 47 golden apples right there. Now, I need to, let's see. I think I want to pick up some more gold. Well, there's a little here. 2 more there. And I need to pick up some melon. Fortunately, I do believe I have a good stash of it in the end. So I'm going to head upstairs here and take a minecart ride out to the original stronghold and head over to the end. And I think, actually, there might be some stuff out that way too. Alright, take a minecart ride and see if I can find some melon out here and a little more gold to work with. Because, like I said, even if I don't use these things very often, there's nothing quite like being prepared. And since I know the price is going up on them, I might as well stock up ahead of time. So, I'll see you when I get there. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we've got down here. Nah, not much there, not much there. But we have melon. There's a couple of stacks of melon. And go ahead and grab some more. I figure a couple of stacks of glistering melon will last for quite a long time. Alright. Yeah, alrighty. Probably be good to have more gold available. It looks like this ought to be enough though. See, right now this is the recipe for glistering melon. And after 1.6, you'll have to do that. And so, I'm making them now. Quite probably, very possibly, a lifetime supply. I don't know. But we'll see. Alright. I think that's about it. Well, actually, I'm going to head the rest of the way out to the country estate. Just simply because there might be some more apple out that way. Alright, now it's just a matter of head inside here and see what I've got stored here. And honestly, I need it to be out here anyway. Okay, nothing there. We got a food chest over here. Everything but apples. Okay. I did kind of think there would be some here, but apparently not. That's alright. We've got 2 stacks of blistering melon. And there's like 40 some odd apples back at the base. Actually, I'm going to put this in here in the ender chest, and that way I can bring it back out at the main base later on. Throw that in with the eggs. Alright. Looks like everything's just about ready. What do we got in here? A whole lot of beef and a whole lot of leather. I wonder if the golden carrot recipe has changed at all. Or if it's going to change in 1.6. I don't remember mention of that one or not. And of course I don't have any gold here. Let's see if I have some in the mine. That kind of makes sense, but then again, it's possible there isn't any, because for quite a while most of the gold I've acquired has been set aside for future work on the Megatrack. There's a little bit. Plenty of all sorts of things, but no gold. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Can these be done with nuggets? Yes. Alright. Again, it's something I don't really need right now, but I figured what the heck, I might as well make up a little bit more. As long as I have the resources, because in the case of the golden carrot, I don't honestly know if they, if the price of those has changed in 1.6. I guess I'll find out soon enough. Alright. Having done all my chasing around and a little bit of preparation, it is now time to log out and make the change to 1.6, and I'll be right back. And here we are, 1.6. This is a pre-release thing, but as I understand it, the pre-release is the exact same file that's going to be released on Monday, or on whatever day of the week it is, on the 1st of July. So, we are now on 1.6. Alright. I'm going to have to try this carrot thing just for giggles, and I think I know where I might find a bit of gold. Use the portal for a nice little shortcut over to the cave area. See what's here. Yada yada, no big deal. Here, pop through this one. I need to finish some kind of a structure here and maybe make a corridor between them. Just leaving it open like that is kind of sloppy. Okay. Good night. I don't have any gold anywhere, do I? Oh well. That's self-correcting, an easily corrected problem, really. So I'm not going to worry about that much. Oh crap, that's right. No Optifine for this version yet, and so we have depth fog. Alright. In any event, enough messing around with the gold and all that stuff. I'm going to put this stuff away, get a few things ready, and we're going to go on a hunt and see if we can find horses. Just simply because Otherwise, there would be no reason to have built that stable. So, get a few things together and we'll head out. Alright, I think I've got most together what I need. Let's see, there should be some string over here. Yes, plenty of string, a few more slime balls. I picked up some that were down in the mine shaft. And oh yeah, there's a bit more gold here. There's some gold left over there. And I just want to see, now that I'm in 1.6, let's confirm it. Yeah. 8 gold nuggets around the glistering melon to produce, around the melon to produce the glistering. You can't do it with just 1 gold nugget anymore. Alright, while I'm at it, try the carrot thing. Okay, golden carrot still works with nuggets. That's good. Alright, that'll be fine. I'll just stuff those and that in there. Drop that off. Go ahead and keep the carrots and the melon on me just for the heck of it. And let's see, do I have any wheat in here? No, that's over in the farm. Alright. Okay, I've got some slime balls and string for making leads. Alright, that's fine. And let's go ahead and grab some daylight, stop over at the farm, and get on our way here. Okay, a few stacks of wheat. Let's go ahead and, just for giggles, pick up some of those. Alright. You know, the one thing I don't think I have any of, and that's actually going to end up being a problem, saddles. Because for the longest time, I have considered saddles in Minecraft to be totally and completely worthless. Because up until now, they were. I mean, I'm never going to ride a pig. That was just totally, well, completely ridiculous is about the nice way to put it. Wait a minute. There is a small chance there might be some over here at the cave down here at the end of this frozen over river. It's funny, when I first came out this way, this river wasn't frozen. It was all water all the way. And then 1.8 happened and it turned into a frozen area. It started out as a swamp. So I just head down here. This is the one place where there might conceivably be saddles. I don't think so, because I've had a habit of throwing them away. Yeah. I've thrown these things away for a long time. So, there isn't going to be any saddles just offhand. So, part of the quest is going to be to come up with the saddles, since you can't craft them. And that's something that I think is not the best decision in the world, to have them uncraftable. But I realize they're doing a lot of this to encourage exploration and so on. And by making something that you can't craft, you have to explore to get it. Oh well, not a problem. It will happen. So, we've got wheat, we've got leashes or leads, and we've got hay bales, plenty of foodstuffs. And so, all we need to do is pick a direction to go. And I'm thinking that way is going to be the best choice. Most likely to take me into terrain I haven't been to before and generate some new chunks. Could have sworn I had a watch here. Oh well. Not that biggie of a deal. I am going to carry a compass. Come on. Alright. And so, without further messing around, let's go that way. For a long way. And see how long it takes to find horses. I can easily imagine having to build some kind of a temporary base out this way, wherever I find them, so that I can have a place to, well, breed up a stock of them, and then from there, probably end up bringing them back this way into civilization, as it were, one at a time. Because I can't imagine trying to move 2 or 3 or more of those things at once. Okay, more swamp over here, or frozen over swamp. And there's the desert that for quite a while I was using this as a place to get sand from. You can tell because it's leveled out a lot. And I have a little hut here. I wonder if I have anything useful stored here. I haven't been here in a long time. Nope, nothing useful. And so now we head this way into new chunks, because I don't think I've ever actually come any farther than where I am right now. At least the swamp now looks like swamp, although there's still some ice around it. But that looks like a chunk boundary. Alright, avoid the snowballs, we don't need them. Now we need to get out here and find, I believe it's a plains, is where the horses show up, which makes sense. Oh, that little bit of text I'm going to have to turn off. That little thing that shows up, that tells you what you're holding. I don't care for that. I need to get into the settings file and turn that off. Alright, so proceed onward here, get through this snow biome and see if we can find a plains. Ice mountains. Oh boy. I don't think we're going to find too many horses in the ice mountains. Get up here. See if we can get some kind of a look around. There isn't much to see. I'm going to have to hang out here and let it load. And I think while I'm waiting for it to do that, I'm going to scoop up some of this dirt so that I can have something to fill her up on. Alright, I'm going to get up a little bit here, have a look around, and see if I can spot any kind of a hint as to which way to go to find planes. The problem is, I don't think I can see far enough to really make that determination. I'm going to give it a few minutes and let the area load. And as the sun rises in the south, yes, it turns out I spent the whole night up on that pillar. Not actually by choice or design, more by I got distracted and had to pay attention to things not computer for a while. And when I come back, here it is the next morning, the sun is rising, and there is no sign of planes anywhere. And so I'm going to continue heading in this direction until I find one. Because one thing I know about Minecraft is if you travel in one direction long enough, sooner or later you will encounter everything there is to encounter. Yeah, let's see, we've got some pumpkins up here. You know, I've always thought that the pumpkins shouldn't have the face on them until you put a torch in it and make it a jack-o'-lantern. You know, if that's what they're going to have it become, it only makes sense for the pumpkin to not have a face, but the jack-o'-lantern it should. I wonder if anybody's ever pointed that out. Anyway, proceeding onward through what looks to be like an awful lot of snow. Let's see what we can come up with here. Sooner or later, the finding of horses will happen. A nice little, oh good grief, a desert snow island? Is that what that is? Well, hopefully it's a lot larger than just an island, and that there's more than just another snow forest on it. This isn't a desert, it's just a beach. Okay. Okay, this idea of gigantic, gargantuan biomes that just go on forever that's ridiculous. I think it's a little overkill. I have traveled quite a ways here. And I honestly believe that I should have encountered something besides water that I can't see the other side of. Well, there be horses out here somewhere. I'm going to find them. Oh, perhaps I think I am going to stop back here long enough to make a boat, because this bit of water is pretty big, and we all know about Minecraft and huge oceans. So I'll cut down a tree, make a boat. Achievement, getting wood. Yeehaw. You know what I think is going to be good is if they ever get this thing fixed around to where it doesn't lose track of what achievements you've achieved. That would be nice. Because within this one world, I have made the getting wood and taking inventory achievements how many times? So, in a move that I didn't expect to have to make in this quest for horses. L shift to dismount. Oh, yay. I know how to dismount a boat. You right click to get out of it, just like you do a minecart. Anyway, we continue on in the search for horses next time. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.